So I don't know who this lady Ruby is or why she thinks she even deserves to have a sour drink named after her, but I guess tonight we're gonna go ahead and make us a ruby sour.
Do you think it's called a ruby sour because of the ruby color?
Welcome back to the Never EmTy Bottle, everybody. I'm still Tyler, and I am a huge fan of sour cocktails, whether it's a whiskey sour, an amaretto sour, just straight up drinking apple sour schnapps. I don't care. I love the sour cocktails. They're delicious to me. They're very refreshing. So I'm gonna go ahead and make us a ruby sour. This one is a lot like other generic sours. It's got some lemon juice. It's got your base spirit. But this one's got a little bit of a mix at the end. We're gonna float some wine on top. It's gonna be extremely delicious, and let's make it together. First things first, we have to go with our base spirit, which in this case, we're gonna go with bourbon. I have some Evan Williams here, so we're gonna go with 1.5 ounce of our base spirit, Evan Williams. Ploop. Next, it said give 1/2 ounce of Angostura Bitters. I usually do my hard dashes, so this is gonna be tough for me. And we're gonna go 1/2 ounce of bitters. Now for the sour component, it's our lemon juice. How fun! We're gonna go with 1 full ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice into our glass. I don't get to use this bad boy too often, despite it being half gone, but we're gonna go with 1/2 ounce of Agave Nectar. I'm sure simple syrup would do just fine, but we're gonna get fancy here. Now we're putting in 1/2 ounce of freshly opened orange juice that we got from the fridge. And we're gonna go with 1/2 ounce of that. It's been a while since I've used an egg white in a cocktail, so I really wanted to make sure that this video featured an egg white, which it does. So go ahead, out to your yard, grab the nearest chicken and grab its eggs. And just, one of them. Into our glass. Next, we're gonna focus on emulsification. What does that mean? It's a fancy way of saying dry shake the shit out of it. Flip and shake. The dry shake is done. Go ahead and put your ice in, slap that glass back on top, and shake her again. Now, this glass is pretty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pour the contents of our shaker. I'm gonna double fine strain this, and we're gonna see if we can get a nice head of foam here. Let's see what kind of color it gives us. Yeah, it's gonna be a while, so, strap in. So what they don't tell you when you get married is that any alcohol that you don't drink, you get to take home with you. So we have like 40 bottles of red wine. Nice little decent head of foam here, but it's not completely filled all the way top, and that is on purpose because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our bar spoon and we're gonna take our leftover red wine from our wedding, and we're gonna go ahead and just float, we're gonna say roughly about 1 ounce. Right on top. And you know what? I didn't do that very well, so it's kind of falling, but it still looks pretty sexy if I do say so myself. So here we have our ruby sour. Let's go ahead and take a sip. That is very refreshing. That is actually a it feels fancy. It feels like a fancy ass drink. I get the wine on top originally, but it doesn't have too much of the bourbon note, so I'm not getting that quite yet. Maybe if I take another little sip of that. No, still not too much of the bourbon notes, but it is sour with the lemon juice. It's just very nice and light and refreshing. I really like that. That is a very good drink. The ruby sour, go ahead and give it a try. If you like sour drinks, whether it is the whiskey or it is the amaretto sour, whatever sours you like, throw this one in your arsenal. This one is very cool, and you will get to impress all your cool friends. So, on that note, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment away as much as you want, and I will see you guys in the next video. Drink on.